Welcome to the stage.
Now I have to click accept.
Yes.
Oh, Google Meet security.
I realized, although I added you to the invite, I still would have needed to add you as a contributor. There's like
it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Well, I can't make up a committee, but
Sure you can.
Do anything I set my mind to. That's how that goes.
Yep.
Hey Sam, hey Terence.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Do you think we would start with this topic? If we
just need some committee members first, and yes, we'll plan to start with you guys, get you in and out, because it looks like we're missing our developer advocates off the bat here too. So I got 2 out of 6 with 1 decline, so just waiting on a few more. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Reshma. How you guys doing?
Hi, Tex. How are you?
Good, good.
I'm fine. Actually,
Good.
I'm on a vacation. I went to visit my parents.
All right, make that 2 declines. So waiting on 2 more. Seems to always be during election season that the attendance starts getting a little bit low.
It's been so long, I don't even remember exactly what we were talking about with Mithril.
Yeah. JP knows. He's just waiting on a response. I am trying to chase these guys. There he is. All right. We can probably run with half. That's about safe. So I'll just give everyone a brief snapshot of what we're looking at agenda-wise. Gonna wait for some more developer advocates, and then we'll jump to their sections. So next up is going to be the Mithril Signer binary. We'll have some discussion about the budget, some other tooling things, Minneapolis, and if we get Mike, we'll talk about bug bounty program as well. But over to you, JP and Sam.
JP?
Yeah. So I think last time we talked about that was in March, so it's been a little bit more than a month, and So the idea for us is to include the mithril signer binary with the artifacts which are released with the Cardano node. So today to run mithril, we need to run the Cardano node, the mithril signer, and also the DMQ node. And the DMQ node has already been included inside these artifacts for the Cardano node. And the idea for us is to increase adoption of mithril and to make it closer to Cardano, as it brings a lot of added value to the community. Right now, there is a use case which is in production, which helps fast bootstrapping a Cardano node. So basically, with mithril, you can bootstrap a Cardano node in, depending on your computer and your bandwidth, 30 minutes to 1 hour, compared to the more than a day that you need if you start from scratch. Yeah. So in order to do that, I think we wanted to get some approval, some kind of approval from the open source committee, and yeah. So that's why we are here today.
Now, Sam, you're here because you'd mentioned that this goes in as CI, so we're not actually sharing anything publicly.
Yeah. Yeah,
code.
exactly. So basically, this basically ends up as a flake input in the Nix code, which then pulls in the binaries, and then we wrap them into Tarball. Now I remember why I'm here. It's essentially the same thing we just did with the plug for the latest Daedalus release that went out. We basically wrapped in the mithril flake input, and then we wrap it into the installers now. So now if you open Daedalus and haven't opened it forever, just blow away your chain state, and it'll automatically sync with mithril. Well, it'll prompt you if you want to sync with mithril or Genesis. But yeah, so quick plug for Daedalus not being dead yet.
Hey, everybody. This falls into the tuning sustainability or something like that? Or what's the purpose? Well, sorry, just to reframe. What's the decision you have to take around as open source committee? Yeah, thanks.
I believe it has to do with because the open source committee is running the maintainer program, that basically the approval to do this is being asked of by the open source committee. Is that correct, Tex?
I think it has to do with overall database management. So, yes, it's just slightly different reasoning, but yes, it's just a general approval that says that the open source committee is aware of this change being made, or that this addition being added, rather. So it's over to Sebastian, Jordan, and Reshma. If you all have any questions with this, or if what's presented seems to make sense, then we will kind of rubber stamp it, if you will.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Sounds good to me also.
Okay. So JP, I think you're rocking and rolling there.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, very appreciated, and I guess it's going to be included in the next release of Cardano. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Awesome.
for coming.
Let's keep it moving. All righty. Let's see. We're kind of back and forth on developer advocates, so I'm going to keep pushing that one down the line here. Just an update, Sam. I don't want to waste your time, but since you're here, I'm actually going to jump to Minneapolis. And
yeah. Who's all going?
So Jordan and Sebastian will be joining us. And then we also have, let me jump to another screen here, actually. If I can find it. I've got too many windows open.
Yep, we all have that problem.
Okay. So we'll hide everyone's personal data. Figure that's a good idea. Okay. So we do have Georg, who will be joining us kind of as his send-off from the open source committee. Jordan and Sebastian, as I mentioned. Uday has an appointment for visa, but it'll be a couple of weeks before we have a full confirmation there. But the anticipation is that that should go smoothly. We do have an open seat, and I have been looking around. I actually even put the offer on the ISC call and did not get any kickback. So there is an open ticket to the event. The hope is to find somebody as close as possible to the event if we have them. If not, if they are, let's say, based in North America and could be there, we could probably work through some hot fixes there. Our developer advocates were unable to obtain visas, so I was able to get some replacements. Of those replacements, we have Ian McCullough, Harsha Golapalli. Obviously, we do have Sam, James, and Adam Dean as well. Not on this list because their bookings are separate, or rather they're hidden up here, I guess, is myself, Bora, and Marco. Bora is developer advocate at Cardano Foundation. Marco works in the back end, and obviously I'm coordinating a whole bunch of stuff for the event. So that's those answers for now. I'm gonna set up a call, not next week, but the week after, just to kind of run through a quick expectations or whatever. I might get with Laura to put that together. Just general rules, formats, things of that nature. And then, of course, there is a dinner that is planned for Tuesday evening for everybody who's attending, and or possibly a few invited guests that we may run into. But that's about it. One thing that I'm working on right now is, or actually I submitted this. I've worked with the developer advocates since they're unable to attend. I'm going to use our promoted in-booth activity to have people be able to come by the booth and still see the developer advocates. We've set up for them to be able to do a spotlights or satellite session rather. So they're going to have their own local version of the events, which Haroon, Dan, I don't know if you guys saw that meeting invite, but we will have to pull that back about 15 or 30 minutes based on the time slot that was available here. So that's why that changed. But yeah, basically the developer advocates are going to host some local events there, as is still part of their milestones. But we will loop them in satellite, since we do have a screen to demonstrate their continued support and contributions to us being at this event. So that was the most recent thing that I got done. We have, well, I wasn't sharing this. I'm sorry. I meant to share this here. There we go. I don't necessarily have too much else to share, I don't think, but I'm happy to take any questions about the event if anybody has them.
Just looking fun to a fun time in Minneapolis with you guys.
Cool. Well, yeah, sorry I left that for a prolonged silence. But, no question, I guess it's a good thing. Haroon.
Yeah, as the dev advocates, we wanted to request for support for hosting the satellite sessions in regards to like renting spaces and at least getting some refreshments for the people who are going to be attending.
I'm still working on something like that on the back end, but if there's a wider request for support that you wanted to put out, that's up to individuals as to whether or not they would want to support something like that. Okay.
What do you mean by wider?
Sorry?
What do you mean by wider support just for the event?
Right. Yeah. So I believe you've given it. So you mentioned that, hey, you guys were looking for some support that way. I'm going to see if there's
Yeah.
an option to provide that via Intersect, but if not, if a individual committee member were to want to give assistance that way, they could.
Okay.
That was citing. Okay. I will kick this back over. Sebastian, I don't know if you had a run flow. I know this agenda didn't really get in here until late, but if there's anything that you specifically want to tackle next.
No, maybe we can start with the usual developer advocate checking. Sorry. Yeah, we can start with that. And start to
Great.
develop from that.
We've got a few of them here, and yeah, so their presentation today should be on this satellite event that we were just talking about. So whichever of y'all, share with us what you got.
Do you need me for anything else, Terrence?
No, Sam, you're good. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
We don't have anything prepared at the moment, but then our plan is to showcase like the running of a node, like we had discussed. So we are to meet next week, the four of us, and work on a presentation so that at least every one of us gets to present something small in relation.
So I will chat with you all some more as I have time. I might drop a meeting or two next week or so, but the first few minutes should be introduction because there's about 10 or 15 minutes that is the spotlight of the sponsored time. So we should just do introductions about the program and about yourselves. And then after that point, we can definitely carry on the presentation. So if we had about 5 minutes of introductions or a quick chat, then you can jump right in. And then those that came to the booth for the sponsored session and choose to stay would be more than welcome to stay at that point. That's just some additional detail. And if you guys have questions, let me know. Any other updates that we need to have included from you all?
Sorry, Dan.
Okay, gotcha.
Not an update, but rather a question. So the link you created for the satellite session, for some of our communities that might be joining virtually, like some of us that might be doing like virtual gatherings instead, are we going to like join in via that Meet link? Like, should we share like that Meet link with our community members, or how is that gonna work?
I don't know that I want to crowd it too much with virtual attendees. So that the primary focus would be physical location attendance there. But I can set it up to where virtual attendees are kind of just in the background there so that they can watch and see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Maybe if we can, have like some YouTube thing, so that virtual attendees can also like join in live instead of, crowding the meet calls. I think that would help.
Sure. Work on that. Any questions from the committee members to the developer advocates?
Dan, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, but I'm good. I'm good.
Let's see here. I'm gonna jump to. I know we're jumping all around today. I do apologize. Let's jump to security because we do have Mike here with us. Mike, I know that there's some reports for us to approve. If you could maybe just give an update on those in general form. And then I will publish a poll in Discord since we are just at about half staff here in terms of committee members today.
Yes, absolutely. Do you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, there's 3 more that the SC as a whole approved. It's waiting on you guys. There's one related to the Cardano CLI. Cannot really disclose what it's about, but it's something that we found as something relevant, but like not a big issue. But it's in the SC's opinion worth something. There's also another one related to DB Sync. It's more like 3 reports that has been bundled together because they were related in some way. I can perhaps give more details once it's actually it's already merged, so I could specify a little more about that one. It was more related about the metadata that the DB Sync was getting off chain. So like there's some vulnerability related to this one, and the DMQ node as well. I think Dex is sharing them at the moment. Yeah, so they've been considered as low severity ones, but still worth for something in the Security Council's opinion. So these 3 reports are waiting for you guys to approve, basically. So if you have any questions, go ahead. I can disclose more than I normally do about these ones because they're already fixed technically. Do you have any questions?
All right. Do you have access to the report in the Discord in text or something?
I'm going to get the poll up here after the meeting.
All right. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Just let me know, ping me on Discord too. If you have any questions, I can answer them. No problem.
Okay. Mike, when you're ready, can you share a copy of your January to now, I guess January through April report with the committee for comments?
Yes. What do you want me to share it?
In the
Like
Discord.
in the Discord? Sure, I'll do this right now.
And then I don't think you have this yet, but a review on all of the bugs that we've processed here through the tracker. If we can get a report on that as well, that'll be due for a milestone. You don't have to have that right now. I'm just saying like over the next week or two, as you have that, if you can drop it in for comments when you're done.
Yeah, maybe we can discuss that later, like about exactly.
Yeah.
What? Okay, sure.
Sebastian, I will, if it's all right, I'm going to hand the rest of this to you here. I'm going to just kind of settle into the background. The Mesh AI and Midnight set up the tooling proposals. If we can get some discussion on that, then I'll also put those polls up. And then since this is recorded, like I said, I'm just going to kind of drop in the background here a little bit. If you guys can take a look at the proposal if you haven't seen it yet and address any comments. You can discuss it here and I'll go and pull comments to work off of, or you can also just drop comments in the Discord and we can address it that way. But Sebastian, over to you for those 2 items.
Okay, thanks. I'm going to share the screen here. Can you see my screen? Okay, we have. Oh, it's slow. Okay, we have this item, the Mesh AI, and the Mesh JS proposals related to the AI. I presented to the AI proposal and the midnight proposal. In the Discord text shared the documents related to each one of those proposals. We need to decide if we approve those proposals in the framework of the tooling sustainability program. Maybe some of the members here of the committee could share their comments or opinions about each one of them. I can start. I can start as committee member. I can start saying that I'm agree with the Mesh AI because I think, in my opinion, as is well known, the Mesh JS library is widely used by different projects and users in the ecosystem. That library is used as a key resource to onboard developers and new developers and make onboarding work in general. So I think if it will be a good addition, and in terms of make the process more robust, this onboarding process is more robust if we add some kind of a AI layer. So I'm in favor of supporting that proposal. That's just my opinion. And in related to the midnight proposal, I'm not sure. I'm not. It's the oppose. It's the opposed position. I know this is a midnight proposal in essence. So in my opinion, the Mesh JS team should go first to the midnight ecosystem. In this case, the Midnight Foundation. I know that, or this midnight developer ecosystem, they are doing a really great job fostering and supporting this kind of proposals that it's their main goal is to push forward the midnight ecosystem. In general terms, I think that this midnight proposal should go first to the midnight ecosystem and looking for some kind of support there. That's my take from those proposals, but it's just my opinion. I don't know if you colleagues have some opinions about it. So the discussion can continue in the Discord, and at the end we need to take a decision about it, right? Yeah. All right. The next one is budget published. Okay. In relation to this item, budget published and adjustments to, in general, what is related to the budget proposal. As you know, I can stop sharing, and as you know, this proposal was published. It's in the Eclectia. I can. Sorry. Okay. Let me share screen again. The budget proposal was. You can find the proposal in the Eclectia platform. There you can check all the details. We worked a few weeks ago in the proposal, so the results of that work are here in this proposal. so you can go and check. And I think it's we have time to make some adjustments if you see some details that need some kind of be adjusted. You can go and start to identify them. But in general terms, I read it, and in general terms, I think it's aligned with what we worked and decided in last weeks, and it's live. So I guess in the next weeks we need to start to promote it and discuss it with the community, and push the voting with the reps and the community in general in the most active way possible. So the link is you can find this link in the Discord, but I can share it. I can share the link here. Yeah. So just go and make a reading, and if you see some things that should be modified or clarified in a better way, please go and go to Discord and share your comments like that. Yeah. Questions or some comments about it? Yeah. All right. I know we have some more items to talk today. Okay, let's check it. Okay, mithril budget done. Adjustments to police draft. Yeah, this is related to, we have the version in the PDF that we worked in past weeks, and we have the final version in the Eclectia platform. So we have to check if all is aligned. I did it yesterday, and I think that it's a good final version. Okay, Match AI, Midnight said the match proposals. Just remember, go and review the proposals and give your opinions. And I think next week we will have a poll to give a final vote. Minneapolis done and security done. Mike shared in the Discord. I saw that Mike is sharing Discord the mid-year report. So please go and make a review of that. And thanks, Mike, for doing it pretty quick. Yeah, that's it for this agenda, today's agenda. I don't know if you have some other issues that you like to share. We have time. We have 25 minutes. If not, we can take those 25 minutes for us. Yeah. There is nothing else. I want you recover those 25 minutes of your life. Yeah. Watch Discord for polls and leave feedback if you have it. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming, and thanks for attending, and thanks to the viewers, people that and community members that are watching us in these sessions. And everybody's invited to attend these sessions live. All right. Thanks a lot, and see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye, everybody.